What is up, YouTube? It's your boy CJ in the cut here. I am back with another video here on my main channel. Once again, if you guys are new to my channel, make sure you guys go ahead and click that like, subscribe, and that push notification button so we could get notified when I'm dropping more content. So, I was reacting to this page on my previous video about the NBA players who were dating their teammates, ex-wives, and all this other BS. And I kind of like the dude's videos off of it. Shout out to Hoopsters, but not gonna lie, fam, your thumbnails is crazy work, man. But anyways, before I go ahead and react to one of his other videos and everything like that, another apologies about the videos I am going to drop because they are kind of late. I kind of had to delay it for a couple of days. I'm editing everything. Everything will soon be dropped. But these videos that I was making about recent events or stuff that happened, I reacted to them the couple days before, or at least the night of, when it comes to that. So I do apologize, but any type of big event that's going to be happening, I would go ahead and I'm going to hit up my boy and I'm going to, push that video to be out sooner or later. But anyways, tonight's video, we have NBA players that dated adult film stars. Let's check it out.
Athletes have the ultimate dating pool. Hollywood stars, Instagram influencers, you name it. So why does it seem like so many of them are drawn to adult film stars when it comes to romance? Over the past 2 decades, sports stars from all corners have sparked headlines for their connections with adult entertainers. Whether it's a serious relationship or something less permanent, this trend with adult entertainers. Whether it's a serious
This is Bruce Brown's kid. It's not Blake Griffin's
relationship or something less permanent, this trend keeps growing. Just look at Kevin Durant, Blake Griffin, and Bruce Brown, all recently linked to legendary adult star Lana Rhoades. So what's the deal with athletes and their not-so-secret fascination? Let's dive in. LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball was cruising through an impressive rookie season, showing off his talent and quickly proving why he belonged in the NBA. However, things took a turn when he suffered a broken wrist during a game against the Clippers. The injury has sidelined him indefinitely, possibly for the rest of the season, and it's a huge blow. LaMelo wasn't just playing well, he was dominating, practically a lock for Rookie of the Year. Now with this extended time off, there's a chance he might miss out on that prestigious honor, all because of an untimely injury.
Let me tell y'all something right here. LaMelo, right?
Well, he was dominating, practically
this
a lot
was
for Rookie
this
of the
was
Year.
in 2020.
Extended time off,
bro, what the fuck? Hold on, sorry.
Playing well, he was dominating, practically a.
This was in 2021, right? LaMelo Ball was third, Ant was number 1, and I forgot what Tyrese Halliburton got drafted. Tyrese, I think number 4 or 5. He was like top. He was like top 5, but nobody even remembers him from Sacramento days. So here's the thing. Ant-Man has always been making playoffs. LaMelo Ball has never touched playoffs. Ant-Man went to college. LaMelo did overseas. LaMelo got injured going late into the year. Was that in the second season? I'm trying to figure out on how much I could remember this. But I've found this crazy. No, I think he got injured the second year. But yeah, LaMelo's first year. Charlotte was trash. The only reason why LaMelo won over Anthony Edwards, and I agreed with it. I liked LaMelo Ball. LaMelo is definitely the better player for sure. But it's definitely favoritism to the fans, because I'm not gonna lie. Now Anthony Edwards has more, fame and more of a name compared to how he was going into the league, because I didn't even know who the hell he was. But LaMelo Ball, we all knew that he was gonna win it, bro. Regardless, man.
A lock for Rookie of the Year.
We all knew
now,
that.
With this extended time off, there's a chance he might miss out.
The world would have been pissed if LaMelo didn't win that.
Untimely injury. But LaMelo isn't just sitting around feeling sorry for himself. Instead, he's making headlines off the court, not just for rehabbing his wrist. Recently, he went viral after being spotted at a trampoline park in Charlotte called Big Air. The place sounds like a blast, with wall-to-wall trampolines, perfect for a fun outing. However, it wasn't just where LaMelo was. It was who he was with. The young NBA star was seen hanging out with none other than adult film star Tiana Trump. Before you jump to conclusions, let's break it down.
Fam, you could do better, dog. You could do better. You already got the features, bro. Tall, light skin, curly hair, no glazing. But fam, you could do better, dog. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Why do NBA players love like messing around with adult film stars? I don't know why. Because if I was in the NBA, because status does matter, and I would be the 1% of guys, and I could go ahead and get any chick. Who would it be? Fuck that, bro. I'm gonna hit up Sydney Sweeney. Fuck that.
LaMelo and Tiana weren't alone. They were part of a group
I'm
of
gonna hit up
friends
Sydney
enjoying
Sweeney,
the park,
bro.
but
Fuck
the sighting
everybody else in the
immediately
world,
sparked
dog.
rumors. Could something romantic be happening between them? Fans have always been curious about LaMelo's love life, given his rising star status and the endless options a young NBA player like him might have. So naturally, this sighting set the internet abuzz with speculation. Here's another twist. Tiana is best friends with Brittany Renner, who, if you didn't know, is having a baby with LaMelo's teammate PJ Washington. That connection has led many to believe that
I know
LaMelo
this
wasn't
one.
on a date with
She
Tiana, but
screwed
simply
over
hanging
PJ
out with
Washington,
PJ,
bro.
Brittany, and their circle of friends. Honestly, that
That
theory
kid
seems
is
the
gonna
most
be
plausible. No shade to
dealing with
Tiana,
so
of
much
course,
trauma.
but it's hard to see her fitting into LaMelo's type, or at least the type of person fans imagine for him. Still, anything is possible. Maybe they're just friends, or maybe there's a spark brewing. What do you think? Are LaMelo and Tiana just having some innocent fun, or could this be the start of a new NBA love story? Either way,
Man, they definitely smashed for sure. Like I've never seen like a picture or a video with them together, but if they link, bro, if you got fucking Kai Cenat, and I Show Speed doing videos with them, bro, LaMelo and other NBA players definitely hit, bro. What they say? Half the team hit.
LaMelo sure knows how to
Shit,
keep people
fuck it.
talking,
Half the
both
NBA
on and off the court. And if we're
hit.
talking spotlight, let's shift gears to another NBA star who found an unexpected ally during
Paul
his tough
George.
times. Paul George. When Paul George suffered a horrific leg injury during a 2014 Team USA scrimmage, it wasn't just his
I remember looking at that, bro. Ooh, damn. I paused it literally on the
physical
fucking
recovery that made
injury.
headlines. Behind the scenes,
Dog, I remember watching that when that happened, bro. I was at the crib and then it just popped up on my phone. The one thing I would never be able to do, bro, is settle with broken bones, dog. And I'm not gonna lie, with Paul George, I'm really surprised that he is still in the NBA after dealing with multiple
Paul
injuries,
George suffered
bro.
a horrific leg injury during a 2014 Team USA scrimmage. It wasn't just his physical recovery that made headlines. Behind the scenes, the NBA star found an unexpected source of support.
My fucking
Former
leg
adult film
tweaking.
star turned fantasy sports analyst Lisa Ann. Known for her transformation from the adult industry to the sports world, Lisa found a unique job as more than a fan or analyst. Today, she sees herself as a mentor to personal athletes. After George's devastating comeback,
my thing about this, right? How do you transfer to being an adult star film and then going into like being a sports analyst? Because now in today's society, sports is being owned by Disney Channel, unfortunately. So your past matters. So once they find that you're an adult film star, you're gonna get banned from every game.
Transformation from the adult industry
but
to the sports world.
Would not be surprised
more than a fan
if,
or analyst. Today, she sees
God
herself
knows
as a mentor
what,
to
they'll
personal
just probably
athletes.
let you
After
slide.
George's devastating compound leg fracture sidelined him for the rest of the NBA season, Lisa made herself available to help him cope with the emotional and mental toll of his injury. In an interview with The Guardian, she explained her role, saying, "It's a trust thing, it's a kinship, it's a reminder to them. I know when you're out in New York City, it's a playground for you. But when you go out on the road, you need to catch up on
How do you
sleep,
even even link
"You
up
looked
with Paul
slackish in that
George?
game last night." She also mentioned George by name, emphasizing the bond she's built with athletes over decades. "I've been doing this since the early 1990s. I tell some of these athletes, I've been doing this since before you were born." Her self-described role as a confidant and mentor to athletes is something she takes seriously, even likening her relationships with them to a parental role. Although Lisa Ann has no children of her own and doesn't plan to, she considers these athletes her kids, offering guidance on managing the pressures of fame, injury, and personal challenges. Lisa Ann's dedication to George went beyond advice. When he returned to the court in April 2015, she held up a sign to cheer him on in person. Having someone in his corner likely made a difference for George, whose off-court life has been anything but simple. Aside from his injury, he's faced scrutiny over his personal relationships, one of them being a highly publicized custody battle with former stripper Daniela Rajic over their daughter Olivia. The pair, however, eventually reached a co-parenting settlement. Despite everything happening, Lisa Ann has chosen to remain a constant support for the
Hold
NBA.
on, wait, whoa, wait, what?
Personal relationships, one of them being a highly publicized custody battle with former stripper Daniela Rajic over their...
Bro, we fucking strippers now, bro. Oh my god. Diseases is only being passed around, bro. So we messing around with P stars, we messing around with strippers, a lot of scoring has been passed around too, maybe. And what's even worse, bro, y'all made kids with each other, bro. That kid is gonna be. Actually, I don't know. That kid. When you dealing with basketball players that are still in the league, bro, them kids are gonna be living a good life.
Their daughter Olivia. The pair, however, eventually reached a co-parenting settlement. Despite everything happening, Lisa
But
Ann has
I ain't
chosen to
gonna
remain a
lie,
constant...
PG. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna bash you though. I ain't gonna bash you. Yeah, she bad. I see why. I see
Despite
why.
everything happening,
I
Lisa Ann
understand
has
it.
chosen to remain a constant support for the NBA star. So whether he's battling personal controversies or having professional setbacks, Lisa's ready to offer guidance, advice, and the occasional reality check. However, not all NBA stars find their way off the court quite as smoothly. Ask Kevin Durant, whose dating life spilled some spicy and awkward information.
Oh yeah, I
Kevin
heard.
Durant. It turns
I
out
heard
that the
Katie
Brooklyn
was
Nets
messing
star
around
Kevin
too.
Durant and former adult film actress Lana Rhoades weren't exactly a match made in heaven. Lana didn't hold back when she went public about their less than stellar date. Apparently, the athlete seemed more interested in her friends than in her, which already set a pretty awkward mood. But things did not end there. Lana confessed that the date was boring, and she didn't mince words about why. Apparently, Kevin Durant initially invited Lana Rhoades to his playoff game, and she had fun watching the game with her girls in a private suite. After the game, Durant asked Lana out for dinner and asked one of her friends to join them. He wanted a backup option just in case things didn't go well with Lana. In Lana's own...
KD, you smooth on the court, man, but you ain't smooth off the court. You'll freak ya.
the game with her girls in a private
What
suite.
the
After the game,
fuck?
Durant asked Lana out for dinner and asked one of her friends to join them. He wanted a backup option just in case things didn't go well with Lana. In Lana's
This
own
nigga was trying to hit a triple double.
candid style, she explained, "We ended up leaving dinner, not
Fam,
because
you
of
could,
that
but you
situation,
Kevin
because at
Durant
that point,
though,
you're already
man.
friend zone. I don't give a F who you're talking to. The date was really boring." She also added that, "I don't want to be mean, but me and this guy just didn't click, and I'm like, what's your favorite this? What's your opinion on this?" And he was just like, "I don't have opinions on anything. I don't have favorite anythings." And he was serious, and he wasn't just saying that to shut down the conversation. He's not spicy enough for me. Yikes. A lack of opinions and
She tried to
personality is not
expose you
what
too,
Lana's looking
fam.
for. And it's no surprise the sparks fizzled out faster than a cheap sparkler. She made it clear the chemistry just wasn't there, and honestly, who can blame her? Conversations that feel like pulling teeth are never fun.
Bro, legendary moment right here. We always had these comparisons back in the day between Katie and LeBron. I mean, it's gonna happen with LeBron and Melo, but what if KD had let's say LeBron and KD were the same age? What if KD had a son too growing up with Bronny, and then we passing down the generation? Unfortunately, it's gonna be with LeBron and Carmelo. Is gonna be Bryce versus Cayenne. It's not going to be Bronny versus Cayenne because Bronny is a little bit older, but we got to just do it from that style, man. But I would have loved to see a baby KD, bro.
Especially when looking for excitement. In the end,
Off
whatever
of
potential
Kevin
connection they
Durant's
might have
jeans,
had
not
falling
Amani
apart,
Bates.
Lana didn't seem too torn up about it. The plot thickens, though, because while she didn't name drop, fans couldn't help but speculate that she might have been talking about none other than Kevin Durant. For now, KD seems to be flying solo, but who knows what's going on behind the scenes. Whether or not he's the boring date in question, at least we're sure about one thing. Lana Rhodes is definitely not settling for anything less than spicy. On the other hand, Kevin Durant may not have
It doesn't look like she could settle anytime soon, fam. Hey, that search bar is high for sure.
impressed Lana, but at least he still impressed fans with his performance on the court. And while his dating game might need some work, Nate Robinson's off-court story might just have
Nate
the loudest
Robinson?
buzz. Nate Robinson. Not long after media takeout stirred the pot by claiming the NBA's high-flying Nate Robinson, aka Little Man, was romantically involved with adult film star Simone Taylor, she jumped onto YouTube to clear the air. In her video, Taylor
Ew.
firmly denied any romantic connection between the two, insisting they were just friends. But internet rumors don't disappear with a quick denial, do they? Many fans weren't buying it, and honestly, can you blame them? Sometimes where there's smoke, there's fire. Let's not forget, though, Nate Robinson isn't just your average NBA player. At just 5'9", practically a giant by non-NBA standards, but a little man in basketball terms, he defied all odds to
Yo,
become the first
5'9"
and
and
only
doing
player
this
to
is
win the slam
wild,
dunk
bro.
contest 3 times, with his last victory in 2010. Over his 11-season career, Nate suited up for 8 different teams, bringing energy, hops, and heart to every game he played. On the court, he was all about slam dunks. Off the court, well, let's just say rumors of his other slam dunks made headlines too. One of those off-court stories, as mentioned earlier, involves Simone Taylor. Her work in the adult film industry definitely got people talking, especially when rumors surfaced about her and Nate. Whether their relationship was strictly platonic, as Taylor insisted in her video, or something more, fans couldn't help but wonder. While we may never know the full truth about their friendship, Nate Robinson's name will forever float around in the NBA players linked to adult film stars' conversations. This is only proof that he knows how to keep people talking, whether it's dominating dunk contests or igniting wild rumors. But if we're talking about truly
I never
unforgettable
knew Nate
headlines, Dwight
Robinson was
Howard's name
messing.
takes center stage, thanks to some very huge claims from a
Dwight
familiar
Howard
face.
too?
Dwight Howard. Mary Carey, a certified expert in the field, having starred in over 100 adult films and earned her place in the AVN Porn Hall of Fame. According to Mary, one name towers literally and figuratively above the rest: NBA star Dwight Howard. Why is she
I'm honestly curious about this, bro. Like, do y'all seriously just go into the NBA? You make all this type of money, you know, you could get big houses, nice cars, and then the first thing y'all think about is let me just go ahead and mess with a adult film star? And like, bro, like majority of these chicks are mid, dog. Like y'all not even fucking with the top tier.
she's so confident about Dwight's
Majority
potential?
of them
Well,
are
let's just
mid,
say it all
bro.
comes down to his asset. According to Mary, Dwight's got a particular gift that makes him stand out. In her own words, Dwight Howard has the biggest I've seen. Yes, she said that with a straight face during a TMZ interview when asked about which athlete would thrive in her industry. She even doubled down, calling him a human tripod. Okay, Mary, thanks for sharing. What makes this even more interesting is Dwight's reputation. He's one of the NBA's more openly religious players, often vocal about his faith. But
Hey,
even
for sure
saints can
thing,
have their
Dwight Howard
vices,
did
right?
get
During his
robbed,
time
bro.
with the Orlando
He
Magic,
should
rumors
definitely
traveled
be
that
a
Dwight
top
had a
35
fling with
player.
Mary herself. While neither has confirmed or denied the full story, Carey's comments have confirmed our suspicions and probably caused a lot of Google searches. Let's not forget, Dwight has had his share of controversies over the years. He's infamous for having children with multiple women in different cities, which has earned him a bit of a player reputation, off the court as much as on. So, when Mary dropped her bombshell comments, it only added the intrigue surrounding Dwight's personal life. While Dwight probably isn't switching careers anytime soon, after all, he's busy dominating on the court and navigating his colorful personal life, Mary's vote of confidence certainly added a layer of humor and curiosity to his already headline-worthy existence. Maybe someone should ask Dwight about this next time he's at a press conference. Just kidding. Or are we? Still on the jaw-dropping moments in the NBA world, let's move on to the infamous Twitter escapades of Marcus Jordan.
Oh
Marcus
my
Jordan.
god,
Marcus
bro.
Jordan may not have made a huge name on the basketball court like his legendary father, Michael Jordan, but he's gained attention for other reasons. The first big mess up came when Marcus tweeted.
Hey, I really don't know what happened with Marcus Jordan, man. Like, you, fam, like, why didn't you not, like, take in your dad's footsteps, bro? Like, Dog, do you not know how crazy the media would have been on the fact that we have the GOAT playing for 15 plus years, including his Washington days, six finals, two three-peats, and then he got a son coming in after?
Tweeted a
Like,
picture of
that
his
shit would have been
private parts
crazy,
in what he
bro.
later claimed was a prank. After
I
realizing the
don't know.
mistake, he quickly deleted the tweet. But of course,
I
the internet
don't
had
know
already seen
anything
everything they
about
needed to
Marcus
see by
Jordan,
then. No
but
amount
I
of "it was just a
honestly
joke"
believe like
excuses
he
could
just
save
had
him
the
from the
privileged
embarrassment of
mindset and
showing
was
off his
like, yo,
third
like
shooting arm.
he
Then
gonna make
there's the
money
time in
regardless.
2010 when Marcus and his brother Jeffrey went to their dad's fantasy basketball
Oh
camp in
wow.
Las Vegas. Apparently having a little too much fun, Marcus spent a jaw-dropping $50,000 in one day. In true Marcus fashion, he decided to tweet
What the
about his spending
fuck?
spree, casually mentioning his $35,000 loss at a club and how he was still planning to hit the pool the next day. He quickly deleted the tweet, but not before Black Sports Online caught it, exposing his extravagance for all to see. "Last night was stupid," Marcus tweeted. "35K at Hayes, totals 50K something the whole day. Damn, going to the pool again today. Gotta relax." Things went from
That money
awkward
is
to
nothing,
downright
bro.
cringeworthy in 2012 when
When you
Marcus tried
Michael
to hit up
Jordan's
adult
kids, bro,
film
that
star
money ain't
Rachel
nothing.
Rocks on Twitter. In what was probably meant to be a private direct message, Marcus accidentally sent it out to all 35,000 followers. The message was pretty bold, something about hoping to hook up with Rachel again and how he'd paid her before. "Too bad you wasn't in the Chi this weekend, was ready for round 2. First black one, huh? DM me back, boo, got a lot more for you, dollar dollar," he tweeted. "Yeah, Marcus, not the best move. Lesson learned, right? Next time."
Down bad. Down bad. Now here's my question that I seriously want to know. Let's say the comparisons between LeBron and Jordan, right? If we flipped it and LeBron was living in the society where, everything was normal, everything was okay, and it was Michael Jordan that was now dealing with this Disney Channel reality. What do you get backlash and all this other type of hate and try to, be exposed like this on a crazy amount now, like how people are trying to do LeBron? I'm gonna say no, cause like some motherfucking goat, dog.
"Got a lot more for you, dollar dollar,"
It's
he
some
tweeted. "Yeah,
motherfucking
Marcus,
goat.
not the best move. Lesson learned, right? Next time, just make sure you're sending that DM to the right person." While dating adult film stars isn't rare, it's safe to say that it doesn't always help a celebrity's reputation. People tend to judge, and many see it as scandalous. So, for Marcus, these incidents certainly didn't help in the image department. It's one thing to live large, but it's another when your private life is out there for everyone to judge. But if you thought Twitter scandals were dramatic, wait till you hear about Lana Rhoades and her NBA baby daddy
Oh, okay,
mystery
yeah. See,
featuring Bruce
look, there you
Brown.
go, Bruce Brown.
Bruce Brown. In
Everyone thought it was
2023,
Blake
adult
Griffin.
film star Lana Rhoades became a proud mom to her adorable son Milo, who turned 1 that year. But in true internet fashion, trolls and fans alike have been obsessed with one thing: who's Milo's dad? Lana's dating history has fueled the fire for endless speculation. At first, many fans were convinced it was Kevin Durant because the two briefly dated. Lana even mentioned in an interview that Milo's father was a player for the Brooklyn Nets, which only added more fuel to the Durant theory. But as the rumor mill churned, another name was thrown into the mix: Blake Griffin. Just when everyone thought they had solved the mystery, Lana stirred the pot again with a cryptic Instagram story. In what appeared to be a big reveal, she referred to Denver Nuggets player Bruce Brown as her baby daddy. Naturally, the internet lost its collective mind. For context, Bruce Brown
Yeah,
was
no,
making headlines
nobody
at
would
the
have,
time for helping the
no
Denver
one would have
Nuggets.
suspect that it was Bruce Brown for sure. I deadass thought it was Blake Griffin. Um, I didn't even know that, she even had history with KD at the time, but I'm just going off of features, light skin, curly head. The kid is like damn near ginger, like, hey.
Secure their first ever trip to the NBA Finals after sweeping the Lakers in the conference finals. During that same series, Lana posted an Instagram story that implied a connection between the two. Fans quickly noticed that Lana had been attending Lakers games and interacting with Brown on social media, commenting on his posts. joining his Instagram lives, and more. Adding to the mystery, Lana had previously dropped hints about her child's NBA DNA on her YouTube channel, and Brown just so happened to be playing for the Nets when she was pregnant. But it doesn't stop there. Lana posted a cheeky photo of Brown on the court with a small emoji,
This
which
was a
fans
picture
took
that I
as a not so
saw, and it
subtle
was
jab
like,
at
damn,
his
that's Bruce Brown.
asset. The drama practically writes itself. As of now, Bruce Brown hasn't commented on the rumors, and Lana hasn't confirmed anything beyond her playful Instagram posts. Whether she's just trolling or dropping hints, the Who's Milo's Dad saga keeps everyone guessing. If secret babies weren't enough, let's take a detour into Kardashian-level drama with Chris Humphries and his post-divorce rebound. Chris Humphries. Let's dive into one of the juiciest post-divorce rebounds in celebrity NBA history, Chris Humphries and Mila Sinanaj. If you don't recognize her name, don't worry. You'll probably recognize her face because she's often been called a Kim Kardashian lookalike. Yep, that's right. Humphries has a type.
Nah.
In 2012, not long after his very public split from Kim.
No, ew. 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 Hell no. I ain't gonna lie, Chris Humphries. You folded like crazy, bro. Folded the bag like crazy, dog. On the fact that you lost Kim Kardashian, dog. And, dude, you couldn't even stay in the NBA for not even that long, fam. Because you proposed to her with the wedding ring you couldn't even afford. And she had to go in and fucking pay that shit off, bro. I'm not gonna lie, me personally, dog, if I was in your shoes, bro, I would have felt hella embarrassed, dog. Cause bro, at that time, dog, I know that she's now a billionaire, but come on, dog, she was waking way too much bread for you, fam.
Yep, that's right. Humphries has
like, dog, you were not gonna even stay in the NBA for that long, bro.
Kim, Chris reportedly started dating Mila. The two first crossed paths at a swanky five-star hotel in New York where she worked, and things heated up from there. Mila was spotted courtside at several of Humphries' basketball games.
Come on, bro.
And TMZ even reported that Chris hooked her up with prime seats and special access to areas near the locker room.
You gonna
Talk
replace
about
that chick
VIP
with
treatment.
Kim?
But here's where the drama gets Kardashian-level messy.
My bad. You're gonna replace Kim for that chick, dog? All right. She looks nothing like her.
Instead,
Kim is definitely better than her. But I mean, I get it. You're broke. You're a bum. You're trash. You didn't have the best career of your life. You're considered, top 5 busts in your career and everything. Not trying to shit on you because there's way worse people than that. But you definitely folded on that one when it comes to, messing with Kim Kardashian. That's for sure.
I rode into a storm of extortion claims, a pregnancy rumor, and enough tension to fuel
if
a reality
I was an
TV
NBA
spin-off.
player,
Chris accused Mila of trying to
I'm
extort
not getting
him for
no
money
highlights.
in exchange for keeping their
I don't
relationship
get a bag
On the
like
other
that.
hand, Mila had plans to grab the spotlight.
I'm not gonna go ahead and bag the baddest
if you can't
chick
beat
in the
him,
world,
join
bro.
him. Mila decided to follow Kim's playbook to fame, releasing her very own sex tape. Yep, she leaned into the comparisons and reportedly even screened Kim's infamous tape in the background while filming her own.
Oh, that's
Mila told
crazy.
TMZ that she didn't like Kim but admired her business savvy, saying, "But she was smart and she's sexy and I look a lot like her, so why not make a tape and make millions and get a reality show?" Bold move, Mila. Of course, this didn't help Chris's reputation, and his connection to Mila earned him the unfortunate nickname of Sloppy Seconds. Mila clearly had no problem embracing the Kardashian vibes, but whether it earned her millions or just a few raised suspicions is another story entirely. At this point, Chris probably wishes this chapter of his dating life could be wiped from the record. But hey, if nothing else, it shows us that post-divorce rebounds can get a little wild, especially when a Kardashian is involved. And speaking of wild, wait till you hear how Joe Smith's personal life became a viral sensation. Joe Smith.
See, I was just talking about this in one of my previous videos with Joe Smith.
Smith, a former NBA star once celebrated for his skills on the court, has found himself in the spotlight for a much more personal reason these days. His roller coaster relationship with his wife, Keisha Chavez. While filled with devotion and support, their love story has been anything but smooth sailing, and it's recently taken a wild turn.
Yep, it was this video right here, bro. He did not know that she was making OnlyFans content behind his back because she found out that he can't pay the rent and bills and everything like that. And she's flat out blatantly disrespecting the man on camera to online.
Their love story has been anything but smooth sailing, and it's recently.
And in this video, he's only telling her to delete it, delete the account and everything, turn off the cameras, and she's just saying, no, I don't want to. I'm gonna go ahead, still continue to make this this content. You broke and all that other type of stuff, man. And I I really feel bad for these types of dudes that just keep getting disrespected by their girl, dog, because they know because their girl knows that they have the power to just flat out and expose them and take no type of backlash, no type of accountability whatsoever.
Taken a wild turn. Joe and
That's
Keisha's bond
crazy,
began after his
bro.
basketball career ended, and she quickly became his rock during the often tricky transition from the NBA to real life. Their glamorous wedding, featured on the reality show Bridezillas, introduced the world to a couple deeply in love, ready to
I
tackle
hope
life's
he loved
challenges
her.
together. And challenges, oh, they've had plenty. The Smiths have been through it all, from financial struggles to public controversies. The latest drama to rock their marriage involves Keisha's OnlyFans account, which has set the internet on fire. Joe didn't sugarcoat his words during an interview with Vlad TV, making it abundantly clear that he had zero involvement in her content. He admitted that he only had an account to keep tabs on what Keisha was up to. For those wondering if this mess involves any private tapes,
He knew about it?
Joe shut down the rumors fast, promising that anything inappropriate would be removed immediately. But the damage to Joe's image is obvious. A man who's always tried to keep his personal life under wraps now finds his marriage splashed across headlines and social media feeds. This scandal has added more tension to an already
And look, and she instigated this, bro.
shaky relationship, with Joe trying to balance repairing his marriage while fending off judgment from the public eye. Keisha even opened up about the toll all this has taken on her. During
Repairing it? Nah, hell no, dog. You gotta leave this. You gotta leave this. I'm trying my hardest not to come off so aggressive, but
to an already
fam, you
shaky
gotta leave her,
relationship,
dog.
with Joe
This
trying
is
to
straight
balance repairing his
instigating
marriage while fending
out the
off
jump,
judgment
bro.
from the public eye. Keisha even opened up about the toll.
And then she's on another fucking podcast, still giving out information about what happened. And I promise you, bro. I'm not gonna watch this shit, but I promise you, no accountability was taken whatsoever, dog.
All this
Nothing
is
but
taken
a
on her. During a
victim
candid
game.
interview, she revealed the guilt she felt about their struggles. I feel like a piece of she confessed, blaming herself for
Never
Joe not
mind.
reaching his full potential post-NBA. Her heartbreaking question, "What is it about me that you can't get it together?" showed the frustration and hurt in their marriage. It's a question rooted in love, but also in deep disappointment. The question remains, can they work through the chaos and find their footing again? Speaking of finding their footing, this next
When you go through that much damage, bro, no. If you know the terminology forgive and but not forget, nah. Nah. Especially in this day and age now when you at least were that guy, bro. You know damn well you could go ahead and just easily replace her if you have the mindset to, just think of that for sure. Because nobody should stay with somebody that brought that much damage and trauma to them, and just flat out expose them, just ruining their career. Nobody should
player
be
did get himself into a huge
with
mess, and it's
somebody like
possible
that.
he might not find his stand again. Zion Williamson. NBA champ Andrew Bogut recently weighed in on the drama surrounding Zion Williamson, and he didn't hold back, addressing the storm of allegations from
Okay, I
adult
know
film
this
star
one.
Mariah
This
Mills
this
about
one
an
went
alleged
viral not
affair
that
with
long
Williamson.
ago.
Bogut called it a common occurrence in the league and slammed the media for how they've sensationalized the situation. On his Rogue Bogues podcast, Bogut broke it down. No sugarcoating. If you think this is a one-off in the NBA, you're very wrong. You're very wrong. This is a common occurrence on many teams I've been. He even shared that he saw plenty of similar situations play out during his 15-year career with teams like the Bucks, Warriors, and Mavericks. According to Bogut, some partners know about these arrangements, and some don't. But the setup of having side relationships is far from unusual in the NBA. What's really wild? Bogut revealed that some players put their side pieces on payroll to keep things quiet, but he warned those who think they can keep up this lifestyle forever. The moment you stop paying that side piece, your wife's going to find out about it, bro. That's just the way the world works. This all comes after Mariah Mills went
He's
on a
not
Twitter
lying.
tirade accusing Williamson of betrayal, even threatening that he better pray she's not pregnant. She also leaked what she claimed were texts from the NBA star. Another woman, Yamila Taylor, piled on, calling Zion a sex addict. Despite
Zion, I don't know if this is true, fam, but like, dog, y'all are in the NBA, bro, and y'all telling me y'all couldn't choose like there were nobody that y'all could have picked that was finer, bro.
NBA star.
Like,
Another woman,
bro, what the fuck is this?
Taylor piled on,
Whatever,
calling
dog.
Zion a sex addict.
That's
Despite the
that's y'all
chaos,
choice,
Williamson
bro.
has stayed
But
silent on the matter. Instead, he's been focusing on his charitable efforts, including pledging $250,000 through his foundation to provide school uniforms for kids in Louisiana. However, the controversy isn't going away anytime soon, with Bogut reminding us how these scandals often
imagine.
spiral out of control.
Sorry for pausing too much, but I gotta just look at this. Hold on. So imagine, if I was a kid
Instead,
and
he's
I
been
did this
focusing
and
on
I was a
his
part of this
charitable efforts, including
foundation
pledging $250,000 through his foundation to provide school uniforms.
and I was in this foundation or camp, whatever Zion Williamson was doing. And I'm looking back at this 15 years later and I'm like, damn, I was really a part of an NBA player's camp because he ended up messing with a P star, and then she threatened me to expose me and everything, and I gotta go ahead and put $250,000 in this program.
Uniforms for kids in Louisiana.
That's
However, the
literally dirty
controversy
money
isn't
right
going
there.
away anytime soon, with Bogut reminding us how these scandals
I'm
often
only
spiral
there
out of control.
because
Bogut
I
even
got
shared a bizarre
exposed.
anecdote from his early NBA days, where rookies were warned about extreme schemes some people might use to trap players. He recounted how during their rookie transition program, there were stories about women taking used condoms and passing them off to friends, hoping to get pregnant, or even
Ew.
cases where someone claimed abuse, but later footage showed them hurting themselves to fake it. He emphasized how far some people are willing to exploit wealthy athletes. However, Bogut didn't let Zion off the hook completely. According to him, it's not always the side piece's fault. It takes two to tango. In his words,
I
I'm
didn't
not
even know
always
Andrew
saying it's
Bogut
not the
had
player's
had
fault
a
because it takes
podcast.
two to tango. But the fact the media loves this stuff, I hate it. I think it's disgusting to do this. But if you're Zion, you gotta be smarter than that man. You just can't be doing that stuff. While Bogut thinks the media's obsession with stories like this is disgusting, he didn't hesitate to call out Williamson's role in the mess. For now, it's another wake-up call of the high-stakes lifestyle NBA players lead, where every move, mistake, and misstep can make headlines faster than a buzzer beater. Enjoyed the video? Crave.
All right, guys. Honest thoughts. Me personally, bro. If I'm an NBA player and if I'm going into the league, bro, I'm coming in with a mindset where it's like, okay, just because I'm somewhat part of the top 1%, depending on how I'm doing in my career and everything like that, I'm not going to go ahead and date a chick that's above me. It's either, at least mid or you're going to be under me for sure. Still going to hit up Sydney Sweeney, though. Hey, we never know, man. Shoot or shoot. Shit. Fuck wrong with you. Shit. But anyway, man, that's going to do it. Make sure you guys go ahead and like, subscribe, hit them push notifications, get notified when I'm dropping consistently. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace out.